On my last album review, I said that I'd have my next 3 album reviews be from Pantera, Damage Plan, and Hell Yeah, in honor of Vinnie Paul, who passed away a couple of weeks ago. And I'm pretty sure that, I won't be the only one to say that Pantera was my introduction to groove metal. I'm reviewing Vulgar Display of Power because it's the first Pantera album I've actually listened to all the way through. I remember checking out random CDs at the library, and from the minute I saw the album cover, I was automatically fucking hooked. So let's begin my 3-week tribute with Vulgar Display of Power. Now before I start, in case you guys are wondering why it's blank, is because this is a promotional copy, which was, handed out to DJs, not meant for sale. But let's begin. Side A, Track 1, Mouth for War. Beginning with a pretty cool riff, Mouth of War is a song about overcoming the past and living for yourself, which is something I relate to because I've been trying to live for myself for a while now. The solo is not going overboard either, and it goes in perfectly with the rest of the song, so I give it an 8 out of 10. Track 2 is A New Level. To be honest, I feel like this song should have opened up the album. Every time this song comes on the radio, I just want to start jamming out. It's a great fucking song for when you're trying to do something that you need that extra shot of motivation for. It's a short but kick-ass song that's able to get its message across. So that one also gets an 8 out of 10. Track 3, Walk. The most well-known song on this album, Walk's a killer song for the entry-level metalhead just trying to discover new artists, as well as a definitive classic for the people who have been listening to metal for a long period of time, such as myself. It's a song that's basically one of the perfect groove metal songs in my opinion because it's slow, heavy as fuck, has deep lyrical meaning, and it's great from the opening note to the last. So I give that one a 10 out of 10. Track 4, which is my favorite song on here, Fucking Hostile. It's about getting fed up with the hypocritical bullshit that is life. Everything from society to religion to the fucked up judicial system. It's my favorite Pantera song. From the machine gun riffs to one of the most ball-blistering solos of all time, it's another classic Pantera song that I highly recommend. I think everyone should watch. Or listen to, my bad. Track 5, This Love. Even though it's not one of the heavier songs on this album, it discusses what it's like to be in a toxic relationship. I still think it's a good song for whatever you're doing, whether if it's headbanging or trying to focus on something. What I like most about this song is that it bridges from one section to another rather nicely, and it doesn't feel random, but everything falls into place like a puzzle. And then the last song on this side is Rise. With the same intensity as Fucking Hostile, Rise has a great placement on this album. Rocketing right after This Love, the song's about standing against the prejudices and being an individual. Because you can't strive for peace without acts of war no matter how hard we try. Let's face it. And beginning side 2, we have No Good, Attack the Radical. Controlled chaos is the best way I can really describe this song. This is a song that Phil Anselmo wrote after being accused of being racist. Basically stating that it's fucked up because our country's society has been this way since the beginning. And the song is the perfect statement that every skin color has its fair share of racism, and that we need to do something about it. Track 2 is Live in a Hole. Unlike the other songs on this album, this song tells a story about a character in question coming to terms with their past. But the song still shares the same common theme of trying to move forward. The opening riffs and solo will make you feel lost in the music like a trance. So I give that one 8 out of 10. Track 3 is Regular People Conceit. Another good song with a great headbanging riff. It is dedicated to those idiots who are nothing but wannabe tough guys. The kind that have no balls, that are nothing but bark. and that don't deserve much respect. Once again, you'll just get lost again into the music, and by the time you're done listening to it, you'll be wondering where the fuck you are. So I'm giving that one a 9 out of 10. And track 4, which is another good song called By Demons Be Driven. I think it'd be a cool wrestling theme that's like a cross between The Undertaker and Stone Cold. The song itself is about two subjects on how religion can be manipulating to young minds, as well as what life is like behind the eyes of someone with a distorted view. It feels like the song's never going to end until it does rather abruptly, but it's another one that I highly recommend, and it gets an 8 out of 10. And last but not least on the album is Hollow. So showing off a bit of Phil's melodic side, it's about a friend of his who got fatally injured in a car accident. And in my opinion, it's a touching and heartfelt tribute with a badass solo from Dimebag Darrell. And even though it's not my favorite song on this album, I still respect the amount of authenticity as it slowly fades into a silence, which is a perfect way to end this adrenaline-pumping album, so it gets a 9 out of 10. Overall, I'm giving this album as a whole a 9 out of 10, because for three big reasons. The fact that it's an album with all killer, no filler. The album feeling like a roller coaster ride, with it starting slow, gradually picking up its speed, twists and loops included, only for it to slow down as the thrill ride ends. And last but certainly not least, the common theme of progressing forward with life and just trying to move on. And I don't know what album I'll be doing next, but I know it's going to be by Damageplan. I haven't done a lot of research into them, but I'll be doing that starting today and tomorrow, and then I'll get to the review on a Damageplan album Monday. I'm Jesse Keller, and I'll see you guys next time.